Good morning. Here at last. Had a few little issues this morning, interestingly, but that's fine. You won't see me doing a live stream to Instagram. Sorry about my hair. I was bending down, putting a table up and down just to see if there was a different way to display the cards, because this morning I've got them on the little pull-out drawer shelf thing that's part of the cutler desk. Trying different ways, different buttons. One of them didn't work this morning as far as Instagram did not work fully for me, so I just had to abandon that. So I'm sending this out. I'm Ros Bounty Psychic Medium, bringing you the Daily Lenormand cards. And I'm sending this out to my Facebook page, my Facebook profile, mytimetv.live on Facebook, as well as my YouTube channels. Both of those, as far as the Psychic Ros and just the Ros Bounty one. So you can find me pretty much most common places. It is going to the Soulpreneurs app as well, for those who may have that as a link. And I think that's it. Probably Twitter as well. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember whether I've still got that set up or not. But you can find me. Lovely to welcome you here, especially those who may be watching replay because of the erratic times that's been happening. I am still trying to get back to the 8 o'clock on the hour here in South Australia, Central Standard, Australian Central Standard Time at Port Elliot. So I go by the Adelaide time. So if you look up Adelaide and at 8 o'clock, that's when I'm expecting to be going live every morning. And I have been doing this for over 6 years now. You'd think I'd get it perfect, but technology's not perfect, I tell you. Let's go over to the cards. Tap into your psychic connections, your spirit connections, and ask them to help along with how to interpret the cards for you. Be open to the messages that they may send you as you're listening to me, explaining it from the way I do it intuitively. Okay? And Corinna, lovely to see you here. Lovely to have you here. Right, now it may look a little stark on the light because it is full window light from the window. God, I've just had that much of a muck around this morning. I'm tripping over my words. Here we go. It is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck that we're looking at as per usual. We've got the 3 cards from this deck, which is the star, or stars, star, the fish, and the man, gentleman. And here we have the owl card. I'll put it straight up so you can see it in its fullness. It's be bold or italic, never regular, which is basically saying be you. Don't try copying someone else. Be your own unique design. And I love that. It's a winking eye owl. I think it's gorgeous. Now, I think I might just put that aside so that we've got the room on the table now. And I'll zoom in. So here we go. There's the cards. We've got them so that it's only the cards we see, not the edge of the floor and all that sort of stuff. The main theme for today is going to be the fish. It's abundance. It's having that sense of everything's flowing really well. I mean, fish being the watery world that they live in, but everything is flowing well. Bring that focus into your day as to, what ways can you work together as a team with anyone who is in your realm today, and bring it into the flow of what your focus is. What is your main, you wake up in the morning, I feel joyful to be awake and alive and ready for another day. Not always energetic, but certainly getting prepared, mentally for a wonderful day ahead. Because I want my intention to be a full-on positive focus, not anything that's going to bring that energy level down on the energetics, not just the physical, right? We are looking at the body, mind, spirit. So that gratefulness as I rise from the bed to be alive and happy to move through another day, and feeling this flow with it today because of what the cards are suggesting as a guide. Remember, these are only guides, but what part of this flowing world is your focus today? What did you rise with that was your main thought, that first thought as something that you want to bring forward as your focal point, something that's going to be the main issue for your day, the main joy, the main, pathway that you're going to tread. Have that goal of journeying towards that path. That's what I'm feeling with this. So bring it into that glorious, glittery, sunshiny, the light coming through the waters and all of that type of an energy of as if you yourself are in a scuba outfit underwater in a world that's ready to be discovered, right? That's what I'm feeling with is that beautiful colouring as well, that light, I don't even know what it's called. Is it the ultraviolet lights? There's different prisms of colours that have different effects on us. I would say that blue would be more for that communication around the throat chakra. So bring that on if you're needing to communicate more clearly in your day-to-day as well. That's another thing that just popped in. Now, and look at that. Can you see what I've done wrong here? The card is upside down and I even photographed it that way. So the pic this morning is going to be upside down when I'd shared it. That's all right in the stories and everything. I wonder how many people will notice it and probably comment. The stars. In this one, we know when we go out at the evening time and it's starting to move through that dusk and into the night time, if it's a clear sky, we're looking at the abundance of what is the realm, the cosmic realm of the stars out there with that dark cloth of the background of the night sky and how beautiful it looks. Here we've got it with a blue background. I don't know that it really shows up quite that way, but it is still a beautiful space to go out and observe when it is that depths of the night. And many times I've done that over the years and seen some interesting aspects in that night sky. The meteors that drop through like the falling star. At times you can see the International Space Station glow. And there are other times where you might just see what looks like spaceships. I have seen them. So I wouldn't say the UFOs because I feel that, the fact that I've identified them as that, I think, well, that's my truth. There you go. And I'm going to stick with that. Here we've got, though, our planning, the map that we can consult, the zodiac. Here we've got that in the background of this dominant star in our home space. Remember, this is our home space. Oh, good morning, Emma. There you go. Hi, needing to communicate clearly in day-to-day practice is very relevant for you right now, and also to be me. Absolutely, isn't it? I think, well, personally, I think that it's like the zodiac too. When you really get into your natal chart, I'm not an expert in astrology, but I know enough of it to know enough. You get what I mean? And it does fall into place with all the energetics of how the humanity of people, how specific people have learnt and created and designed these wonderful ways of being able to be guided, especially even in just these cards, that we've got these systems in place. So if you feel strongly directed to have your natal chart interpreted, go and follow that guidance. Here we've got the star being dominant, but it is also our dreams come true because it's following our mapped pathway of our life. But it still gives us that wonderful freedom of free choice, free will, all that we need to be individuals in that plan of who we are. That we've on the other side, on that over there of where we've come from home base into this earth realm for this lifetime, that we are living out something that we've planned in its general direction. We are still going to be pulled to the right people, the right timing, and everything will be perfect for what we're learning, what we're here for, and what we're learning. And that is what I feel is the strength of today, is really trusting what is your inner plan that you've created for yourself before we came into this life. Okay? Start to tap into that and follow it. Trust your own instincts. This is a really good basis for your intuition to really learn and tap into that as well. And where does it start? Of course, it's going to be in your home base, because we are here as our home, in our home, most of the time from where we start our day. Okay? You don't sleep at the office, do you? Well, most probably don't. So certainly bring that into your day to day, in even not the horoscopes that are written as a generalized thing, your natal chart. Find out if you don't know. And basically, it does get down to trusting your own inner self and the instincts that you have, that is called intuition, gut feeling. Connect with spirit to ask for the help that's needed along that line as well. So, and good morning. Whoa, I've missed a few comments. So concentrating on what I was receiving then. So there you go. So Kerry Ann, hi, you're off to the physio very soon. Hope I'm feeling better. I am, thank you. Thank you very much. It's only just, general aging type stuff these days, a lot of it. But yeah, there's still, we have a physical body. We are human, so we do need to look after it. And very good that you're going to look after yours with physio. And yes, Emma's saying, so true. Nat, good morning. Lovely to have you here as well, and your lovely puppy. And yes, that's what you've been doing, and trying to focus more on your own wishes, goals, and your higher purpose and plan. Wonderful that you're tapping into that, Emma. It's so nice to see that as a response. Trust self. It really is. Now, we're going over to the workspace, and it is the young man. In this aspect, he's actually looking back. So the way that we read cards in general is that when it's something to the left, it's looking to the past, because it's past, present, future in some spreads. So it gives that sense and feeling that it's looking back. And not just that it's looking back in this one, I'm going to say it's looking over these other influences, that is the abundance of our general theme for today, and also that is from our home, and bringing in that is the stars for, the plan for our life of who we are, but also looking back at that and wondering about and contemplating, because our natal chart can also be read with transits and influences from the planets that give an indication of what's right for our work and our business, which is where he is sitting in his strength as that masculine energy, and wanting to, because I think the male energy, that masculine, likes to get things done, likes to do more than sit and think a lot of the time. We need both. So contemplate what intention you have for your work that is connected in with your chart itself, and probably even to cast one for the business that you work for, or the business you've created, so that you're gathering that natal chart comparative information for the space that you're working in, the energetics around it, the birth of it, and what it brought in as to what its future might be as well. Bring that in so that you can really tap into that, to start planning a few things that you might like to follow through with, that's a little bit off centre, that's not the norm, that is unique, that is part of what's connecting you to that overall plan that might be the natal chart and the stars for the business, for your workspace. And gee whiz, I've got 2 spammers. Wow, all at once. Goodness gracious me. Do not respond to any of those requests, because they'll get you trapped in, just saying. And it's not with the good intentions. It's only to rip money off you. Now, here we go with the overall feeling is be in the flow. Have that connection with what is your inner spirit. Bring that to the fore and ask the questions of your guides as you're moving through your day, if you feel that you need that extra support. certainly contemplate some of what might be that connection of the stars with the workspace, but it's also for you to be trusting what is that's within you as you're working through your day as well, so that you yourself will know what you enjoy doing, what you know is your purpose in your job or in the work or the business you're building, and whichever way you are creating your income. This is the work card, okay? And it is okay to rest sometimes and contemplate and think through and plan, which is where I think that connection of that being in the flow and planning and knowing where you're wanting to have that direction and focus moving forward. Okay? So that is the cards for us today. Hopefully, that's going to bring you some sense of helpful guidance as you're moving through your day. Take whichever of those cards you like the best and have that as your little mini mantra. Be in the flow for the fish card. Honour yourself with your star plan, with your natal plan. Honour the stars in bringing your dream forward to the front of mind, and spend some time thinking about what you need to be moving on to next with your workspace. Each and every one of those cards has a great number of different meanings because you have that living insight of your own life and experience. So put it into practice. Trust it and all that you need to do to move forward again. So thank you, Kerry Ann. Lovely to have you here, and enjoy your physio appointment. And to each of you that watches this, whether it's in real time right now as I'm finishing or whether it is in replay, I'm aware there will be some who are in my profile page that I haven't been able to put your names up because of the Facebook change of rules or something to do with privacy, because it's a profile. I've got no idea. It's frustrating. But anyway, thank you too from Emma. Really helpful. That's good. Thank you. And very relevant, especially on the work front. Oh, so happy that these really are meaningful for you. So each and every one, you'll find your meaning as you need to. Trust that instinct within you. And even if they're not feeling like they're relevant now, they may be by the end of your day. So keep being the best you, unique and bold, italic or whatever. Be you. And we'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.